Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. This is episode 32 in our or Solo World No Mods Update 11 playthrough. I will now get rid of the title screen before I forget and go 5 minutes like I did last episode. Or the episode before, I don't remember which. I know I did it. So, in this one, we are going to be laying roads and smoothing out areas that we plan to have trees on. So, that's looking north, this is looking south. So what we're going to do first, take our cart, come up our ramp. As you can see, I spent a little bit, not much more than about 30 minutes before work today to lay road. This is where the ramp is going to go. So while I'm thinking about it, we'll just use this. I had already queued up some more roads, so we should have some somewhere. There they are, there's 15. So we are gonna go this, and we're gonna go here. Hopefully we can place this one. Well, we won't be able to place it, not until we put a piece of dirt there. So this is where it's going to go. We're going to get rid of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. And if we put this here, now we can pick this up. That's where that'll go. So we'll have to take out that little plant, and the rest of this will get filled in. And that means that place that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, I guess I had that off. I thought that was 4 there, so. Then we have to go here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now if we take our roads back again, that'll get us our road that comes up here. Now we just have to take out the 5 wide so that we have our road all the way up. Place those there. So this. Let's put this here. That one's going to come down. That's going to come down. I can place them in the right spot. All the little excess dirt left over. Once we take that out. Could probably go a little bit more dirt right there. That way we have a little bit of a shoulder. We'll end up placing that later. So let's get rid of this granite. That granite can go. That one can go. These 3 can go. We're making roads. We still got 14 more to go. Pull that. That can go here. Well, I might actually just not fill in a lot here along the edge until we know exactly where our trees are going to be tiled in. Other than spots here. This is where I wish I had the roads in order to get the cart up here. So let's go see if we got any more. We need like. There's 10 of them down here, we'll be able to do it. Ooh, there are. This is where this is nice. We do this for the roads. See, we could only do straight earlier. Oh, we need to go over one more. See, we could just go like this and, oh, come on. So that's 4. Takes 12. Counted there. Like one more. Basic Engineering 7. So now we can make that complete upgradable. So how many rows do we have? We had 7. I'd rather we had 8, so I don't have to. Although it doesn't really matter with the way we're laying them down. So let's find all our rows. Got all these, and what's the known from here? Where's the other cart? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know we had some. Alright, so I guess that's queued up ahead over the other one. Alright, 13 plus 7 in the cart is 20, so we'll be able to lay a decent amount. or 16, and 4. So now we just need 12 more to finish that. Now we can get this up here. This gets us up to where we want to be able to do trees. So now it's a matter of alright, that one, this one can be chopped down. We're going to go ahead and chop this one down as well. It's close enough, but it's in the way of what we were going to do. Clearing this. And unfortunately, some of these we are not going to be able to take up because the tree's there. Those 3. All we're doing is taking this dirt down. It's a little hill, so we're lowering it to the height that we're standing on, and then we'll once the trees are gone, or replant what we want, which is either going to be fir trees, which is what it looks like there's a lot of, or redwoods. So. As you see, we found some crushed basalt, so we'll dig that up and replace it with dirt. Because what we want is everything to be dirt on this level. So either it's plantable on or plantable on in either a tree or crops. So here, we're going to go down here and we're going to fill this in. Take this dirt. There's a tree in the way there. Little sproutling. Two more dirt, which is good. Now I can go and bring this dirt out here. I'll have to see that. Usually I don't. I leave myself a way to go down and underneath, so I leave this top layer here. And I dig out from here. Reason why is because once I can get underground, or under there, if I'm going to be replacing the stuff above me, or below me, I'm going to leave that and then just drop it straight down. Instead of pulling all of that and throwing it in the cart and having to hold it for a little while, I'll just dig out what's below 2 tiles so I can stand on it. See, I can't get down there right now because of the way I did that. I'll do that one so that now I can come like this, and now I'm down here where I can stand underneath it. Like I said, this is no different than how I used the roof of the house as my lower level to put dirt on to make it farmable. It's just this way I am leveling out the area so I don't have different stages in it, because once you get the farm tractor, you want everything to be flat land as much as possible. Alright, that's dirt, 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 dirt. We got rocks, 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 rocks. Alright, so let's drop some more dirt down here, level this out. Get rid of that sprout so we can drop dirt there. That was all the dirt that we had in there. Okay. Trying to decide. Alright, let's... go ahead and pull this dirt back. Tree roots, tree roots. More granite. Alright, let's take this stuff back, go drop it off. Then we'll come back and deal with some more with it. I could throw a stockpile there and just start throwing everything in it, but... Alright, so let's bring this down here. Open this up with salt. granite is going... Oh, you only got it stuck in that stockpile? Alright, I guess this goes here, and did we have... Oh, we got sand. Pull that right there. Put all the wood down here. We have an empty cart again. Until we find... Okay. Do we have 12? Or did we make them all? We obviously made and used them all. And we have a minute 48 left on whatever book we have left to make. So go check that out. What are you missing? 3 basic research. So, since we need 3 basic research, we said the best one to do was always geology. So, we do 3. And it easily has the rocks, because it's pulling from here. So that'll complete the last book that we were making. This is the baking book, because we have milling, which comes before baking. We have glassworking, which is the one we were really wanting to do. We have fertilizers, and we have cooking. So we will have this, and before long we will have 5 stars to research all 5 of these and pick up a lot more skills to do. So while we're here, let's eat some food. We were coming in here to go roads. These are pulling from... we're going to put that there, putting that up here. This is not going to be a take. I want the roads in the cart. Yeah, just throw those in there. So we had only had that little bit of, so we'll have to find some place to grab more crushed rock and throw it in here. So let's I need to throw more mortar over here as well. We need at least 12, but any more than that we can extend the road over the river or somewhere else that we need. We're just going to be making a bunch of this, and ultimately we really should be, this is going to lead us to making the modules, which will make this a lot less expensive. We just have to, I mean, if we could get one module made, we can move it, one module forward, we can move it between tables, and then once we made enough of the materials to make more, we can start making the specifics for certain ones, but we'll keep that one level 4 until we don't need it anymore. So we need 12 to finish out the ramp. And then it'd be nice to be in multiples of 5. Preferably 20. So, let's say 72. That'll get us 6 extra, which means we need 216 mortar moved over. So let's go back downstairs to the crafting room, because there is no sand near the bench in there. So we can do here, we go down to mortar. Wrong table. We need, it said 217, so let's do, if we do 80, that's another 240. And then we can do from here, we got our 200 up there. So if we put this in here, we go and take all of this and throw it up here, and then take this and throw it up here. Throw that sand in there. Slag we can't do anything with. Go ahead and move this dirt up here into this chest. Let's check our stockpiles. Let's move this one up here so it uses it first. Alright, that's all clay. How is our clay stockpile over here? It's full. That's why all that clay's in there. Let's go ahead and eat another batch of food. And then we'll go back up. And if we really wanted to remove all of the dirt from the area that we're trying to terraform, we could cut those trees down and just get rid of them. I mean, we're going to cut them down anyway, but dirt. Oh, good. See, there's no vegetables up here, so we're not worried about that. We'll go ahead and take that, because we've already got one underneath it. any spots that have dirt already underneath them get pulled. If you were going to do painting, you want to pick up the trillium because it turns into paint pigment. But since I'm not going to do painting for quite a while, I'm not worried about it. It'll grow back, especially unless a tree happens to fall on it. And as you can see, some of this is already starting to turn to the other, to the forest grasslands. Because you can see where we put this in, it's already turned to the regular grassy look. It doesn't take very long. It takes a couple growth, or quote, growth cycles. Or what's classified as a growth cycle, game day, whatever. Yeah, it's fine. So now we can come down here. Now we got some sunlight and we can see what we're doing. Around, grab that. That's gonna be basalt. It's all basalt. So now that's basalt. Start taking this, dropping it down. More tree roots. Of course, we break a shovel. Go ahead and leave that like that because we're going to put just enough here to have a walking space. Or go one tile up in order to step on it. So it's easy enough to come up, go up and down. So if we were going to do that, and this is here, gonna probably be the center there, so 2, 3, 4 would be here. Would we want to do that? If we did, we're going to put one more row of dirt. Maybe. Let's go this direction. Let's see where it would be for a road. Right there. So that would be the fifth one, which would mean come up through the center. Gonna have to leave enough space. You know what? Let's start there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Nope, wrong spot. I know. I should actually go fix that. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oops, off by 1. So why can't I hose that one? Doesn't make any sense. If it was clay, I could understand, but... maybe I just have to wait for it to turn. See, that's why I don't understand why this one didn't do it either, unless it's a tree. It's got to be something dealing with the roots. But we've got the pattern started. So this will just leave the ability to come up here and have a spot that we can go and park our cart or a car, steam truck, whatever, and then start on the trees. Now these right here could easily fall this way, which isn't a big deal if we have this ability to run up and down this like this instead of having to jump. You know, like over here we have to jump because it's 2 tiles high. What are you doing, dog? No. No, we're not going outside right now. Lay down. Go lay down. Alright. Let's go fix our shovel. Yeah, we still got enough room for it. Four. And we don't have any. No, can't make them on this. Do I have any in here? No, I do not. going to use up this first. So we got 20, 30. Oh, let's just make 10. Oh, it's counting that down there. Give me 4, and then I'll run down to the and make or fix our shovel. Alright, so in order to do any more of that section, we're going to have to take out these trees. So let's go ahead and take out the trees. So we can take out the roots. Gonna be a lot more basalt that we gotta take out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of some more of this dirt. couple more and should have it dug out. Alright, switch that out, and then we'll go ahead and put this here. Dirt, 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 crushed salt. Alright, that's dirt, dirt, dirt. It's all dirt. There we go. Now the rest of that dirt can be pulled up. We can figure out where we're going to put it. Probably around this edge. I'm going to want to go ahead and cover that up, cover this up. I'll just go straight there. Yeah, we can leave that there. So, as you can see, this is exactly how I terraform. Now, if the sunlight can hit most of that dirt, it'll change the style of it from hidden dirt. It's underground, it doesn't show the grassiness to it, to dirt that does. We'll see it in the daylight again. I do it when I'm playing solo like this. I tend to do a lot of this terraforming just to level things out. Because, like I said, when you get to the farm tractor, you want a nice, big, flat area that's nothing but for fields. And if you can do the same thing for trees, it makes it a lot easier to farm the trees. Because see, they're all on this height. All I gotta do is keep going like this down the way. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. They all fall in the same area. It's easy to clean up. So maybe we could come over here, start laying more dirt along there. See, all of this will turn. Just take a little while. But and then we'll slowly take this one out and level that. Like I said, I may take this and make it to where it's a, single step all the way up from the river. Just haven't decided yet. Could throw some dirt here once I take out that tree. Take out these 2 stones. Maybe take out these stones. Because from this one here, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. This area will be filled in with most of this dirt. It'll be filled in straight across. Because from this spot we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. So this one would be a tree. And then we'd have another one here. Could theoretically fill in this area up here. So we could put another one up there. 5, 6, 7, 8 right there. I'm not sure where my spot is. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Where's my tilled soil? There. 3, 4, 5. There's my tilled dirt. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Too hungry. Yeah. Oh well. Let me go eat some food, and then we start putting some of the seeds that are on us onto those tilled soils. That goes in there. We got redwood in this, so we can use both. And where's the tomatoes? Oh, it's the one I'm in. Duh. So take that and we'll do this. That one won't go, so let's go ahead and put it right here. And we'll open the inventory and grab this. We can go here. 4 meters. Oh, that one. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one hasn't changed yet. Plant some on the ones that are already capable. Yeah, they'll sprout wing right there. Let's get rid of it. It's that tree. So from here, one, two, three, 4. So we know to lay some more dirt right there. So what we'll look at doing is we want to have at least one spot next to it that so it would possibly stand on it. Alright, 7 more dirt. This one has a chance that it will fall down here, but it's not a big deal because, like I said, now we'll be able to just run up and down. Alright, where's that one? That one, right there. I'm looking at filling this area in, so we might as well go ahead and throw this dirt here. So while we're here, let's go ahead and clean this. Hey, look what we found. Remember what this is? This is that old growth that we cut down by the river that we kicked. That's what this is. We found our old growth. So it landed here from over there. Interesting spot. Knew we'd find it at some point. this one. Clean up our mess. So this cart is full. Now we'll just weave our way through the trees. If we can avoid the branches. We'll bring 12 road back the next time we come over this way. Alright, so from here, we have the one with wood in it. Toss that there, toss that there. Toss that stuff in there. Toss this wood down here as well. We need 12, so almost all of these. Toss them up there. Now we can go back over there. And there we have our ramp. Now we don't have to worry about how we get over there. See, if we throw more dirt back here, we'd be able to dig or go 2, 3, put one right here. But that's going to take a little bit more dirt than we want to do right now. So we'll just leave this right like that. When we get down here to this one though, 2, 3, 4, it has a little bit of room already. So we'll probably go ahead and put that one in. 2, 3, 4. See that ground turned. This one right here has to be because of the root system. So as these grow, we'll just keep moving further and further along, putting down trees. We'll skip this one, just leave it here and just go around it as much as we can. Unless we really decide to take it out. But the downside to chopping down these is this takes just as long as it takes to chop down the tree, and you get very, very little. As you see, I have no wood pulp on me. We'll see how much wood pulp I get when I chop this, and if it's what I think it is, it's only going to be like 5, which is what you get from every stump that you chop down. So there's no, this is the other reason why you prefer not to chop these, because it takes so long to chop down the stump, and you get absolutely no wood pulp out of it. So you're burning calories for no reason. I might get a couple redwood seeds, but that's about it. Oh, I guess I got 20. Okay, it's not so bad. But still, it takes so many chops in order to get 20. See, we'll just start taking this dirt once we figure out where we're at. So we gotta take off 1, 2, 3 layers. So you start taking out this top layer and just dropping it down here. Leveling out. Making it so we can easily get up and down. But we'll do that once we can no longer reach the branches, which these are not. Speaking of... Dun, da, 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 let's go read the fertilizer book. So we got the fertilizer book right here. Let's read it. We'll put this up here. Come to the page. There's that. So now let's go press Z to get to our skills book, or we could have clicked right here. And we will find fertilizer under the gathering tab. The one that has no yellow star at the moment. We'll learn it. This allows us to do soil sampler, which is 2 wood and 2 wood boards. And so if we do this and go... Wait, no, it was at the tool bench. Alright, so let's do this. Go 2 boards on us. And 2 wood that we're carrying. Run up to the tool bench. Actually, we got a tool bench down here, don't we? And find the soil sampler. 4 minutes until we get it. And then we'll explain the soil sampler as the last thing I do in this episode. So while that's going, let's go over... As you'll see, I started to dig out right next to the house where the road's going to end up turning and going that direction out to the desert. That's something that I'll do later about digging or mining when I really want to get more stone. Let's go up. I was going to drop off seeds and other stuff. Okay, so drop that seed off there, drop these in here, drop this down here. Where's our campsite? Campsite's there. These are up here in this chest. Those are palms, those go in the jungle. I want to throw more dirt along here. Probably bypass the desert spot here. Throw a little bit more here to level it out to this. Eventually we'll probably fill in all this area here. If we get a surplus of dirt. Eventually, we are going to have to dig out another set here because this is not going to be high enough for the steam cart or steam truck or the steam cart for that matter, because they're both 3 tiles high, 4 tiles high. Engineering, I can make the steam cart, the powered cart, and it is a 3 high. So I need to be able to have at least 3 tiles high. Yeah, I'm not doing those just yet. So, I mean, what we have is 1, 2 above, so we'd have to take out at least 1 more. By 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'd go down and take out another layer here. Just so you can get down underneath. And I believe... where's the engineering? And I know it's under mechanics. The steam truck. Steam tractor is 2 high. Steam truck is 2 high. But I think with everything that goes into the into it is actually, for the storage wise on the steam cart truck, it's going to be in a sense 3 high. So I mean, we want to get there to where we can have this. That way we can crush basalt and gneiss if we want to. But we want to be able to make the steam tractor, the steam truck, the plow, or, well, we could use this scoop. We definitely want the plow, we definitely want the harvester, we want the sower. So, you know, we want to get up to engineer, or get up to mechanics. Which we have the ability to make the book, we just don't have the ingredients to research the book. Because I think we need to find copper. So let's go get... Yep, our soil sampler's done. So let's collect it. Now, much like the iron drill, this is something that you'll use every once in a while. Because you can check things out. Like... So we were wondering, you know... You said you couldn't we can reach these leaves, right? So what we do is we take the soil sampler, you find the tile that the plant is on, and right click, and you get all this lovely information. 100% match for fur, you know, temperature, rain, pollution, salt water is all 100% match for its range. The maturity level, again, 66%. It's only 2/3 grown. So its current yield, if I chopped it down, would only be 14. And it's got another 36 hours until it's at its max growth. So if I took this over here to a tree that I can't reach the branches, this one is 100%, so we know we could chop this and get all 42 yield out of it. So that's how you can check to see if the trees are full grown if you want. And the same thing goes for, you know, finding out about plants. It's going to be a little bit harder on huckleberries because you got to get underneath it. This one is 100%, and if we take the huckleberries off, now it's just the shell of the plant, and now we do that soil, 11 and a half hours till it's full grown. Normally, this is 75% because I put 25% speed increase. So that would make it 75% of the real factor. So if we divide that by 3, we get 3.5. No. A little bit more than 3.5. What, 3.7? 3.8? Does that put it at 15 hours? But you saw it said it's 50% growth. It's because it stays as in bush form. Same thing with, tomatoes. 50%. Tomatoes could have a problem with growth in subliminal or suboptimal location. Area around the tomatoes has enough space. So these tomatoes technically shouldn't grow here because it's only 53% temperature-wise. Temperature does not match. Because that's what it needs to be. I'm not sure what it should be for the tomatoes. But we could check our oaks here. 52%. So we have 64 hours till these can be get anywhere close. See, it's only at 50%, 52%, so we'd only get 4 yield if we chop this down. Definitely not what we want. We planted these and they're not even at 50% yet. These are the ones we planted later on. The ones over here by the field are at 50%. They got 67 hours to go. That one's at full yield. These that we accidentally picked have 9 hours to go till they're at max. So we'll just wait till 9 more hours and then we'll pick this entire flax field. And as you see, it does say current yield of 4. Overcrowded, which means they're too close for the plants, but that's probably why the yield is only 4. These probably need like 1 space in between for them to be full not crowded. Different plants have different spacing. If you're willing to give up the little bit of yield gain from them, you can go ahead and do this. See, that says overcrowded, overcrowded, overcrowded. Let me go check out some other things over this way. See these tomatoes that are right next to each other. See, these are... Yeah, those two are... Now it says overcrowded. That's why it's only 3. Versus 1 that's out. So those have to have a lot more space between them. So this one, 3 spaces away, has enough space. So it's definitely somewhere about 2, maybe 3 for tomatoes. Wheat can be planted right next to each other. We got 2 spaces there. We got two right here next to each other, and they both say enough. So wheat's one of those that can be planted right next to each other. Sunflowers. Do we have 2 sunflowers right next to each other? Yes, we do. They can be planted next to each other. So your field can be perfectly full. Corn is another one that can be planted as right next to each other if you really cared about, spacing. But like I said, tomatoes can. Tomatoes are enough space right next to each other. See? How many hits do we got on this? 135. Let's go get our commas bulbs. These flax are right next to each other, and that says enough space. With only given 3. Weird. That one's 4, that one's 3. Beets. 2 beets right next to each other. Enough space, enough space. Most of them you can plant right next to each other and not worry about it. Where's my commas field? That way. See, once we get the field up and running, 4 hours. So we get 4 hours on our commas bulbs. So about 3 episodes. Unless I do a lot of stuff offline. But we got this cedar's at 100%. This cedar's at 100%. These birches over here are all at 100%. So, I mean, if we could get a road over here, we'd have tons of trees that we could cut down. But again, that is a matter of getting a road out to here. So while we're going back, we might as well go ahead and collect the flax. Because we're going to need more flax for making more linen for windmills on the modules. So we need windmills for the engineering page for module number 4. More flax. So we either go till the sickle breaks or we have no more room on us. I'll start collecting more crops types when we start cooking. But that's going to take another table that we need to build and probably upgrade our kitchen. Flax. almost full. There we are. Campsite. Damn, we were running away from it. Little lake. Should we get a road over here? We can put another little fishing hut or whatever over there. So we can get more fish traps in the water and making more dried fish, or having another thing to do. So these trees that we planted have 53 hours. See, this one's got 53 hours. Do we have any? Yeah, so all of those are 53s. These we planted a lot later. Ah, no food. $78. So we got a ways to go for all the trees that we planted. But test for another day. Throw the blueberries. Don't see the blueberries. Throw the tomato seeds there. Okay, that goes there. This goes up here. Pickles, tomatoes. Because if we go looking at the... Well, we got to increase the craft room by digging down another layer and doing a 5x5 room. That at least a 5x5 space that can put the glassworks actually in. So that's going to be a task that's probably more than an episode. Yeah, I might be able to do it in an episode if I had everything. Cooking. When we get the cooking skill, it requires the recipes are to be cooked. Rainforest salad is taros, belays, and papayas. As you see, 8, 4, 4. 4, 8, and 4. So you see where a module would come in nice and handy in this. But of course, this is being cooked on the cast iron stove, which, as you see, requires a tier 3 room. Which means we need to upgrade our house to brick, glass, or lumber. Which we have only started to make a few bricks, because we don't have enough clay molds to continue wooden molds to keep making wet bricks. So this is, going into the next tier of skills. And the cast iron stove is made at the bloomery. So we could make one, we just don't have the ability to place it. But we can't make it either because we don't have the lumber yet. Because we don't have the sawmill. So, all of these right now, you know, milling, baking. Milling we could probably do. Because I think the mill is... Because we need this in order to make the lumber. The mill requires a tier 2 room. So we could start the mill. And then the flaxseed oil, I'm trying to remember which level it is. It is level 3. So it's going to take a while to get the flaxseed oil. But the flaxseed oil, like I said, it goes into lumber. So we'd have to set up the milling first, work our way to level 3, and then proceed to work to find out where the sawmill is made. I can't remember where, because they moved tables around, so I'd have to look at it again. But we'd have to make that, and then we could start lumber once we had flaxseed oil. But it'd be easier to be doing brick and glass for our house. So that is probably where I'm going to call it, since I'm now over an hour and a half on this episode. So I will see everyone in episode 33, where we catch up on a little more tasks. I might, like I said, a terraforming I'll possibly do offline. I'm trying to think of what else we're going to do. Like I said, we might start the mill for milling. Like I said, fertilizer that we were doing. There isn't much to do other than making, you know, the fertilizers. That's all it is just making the different fertilizers for the ground for farming. That's probably for the explosives. Yeah, for dynamite. To help blow up rock. Clear out big areas. Excavation aspect. But we'll look at this stuff again next episode or something when we figure out what we're doing. So enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening. Sorry this one took forever. Once I realized we had the tool, could make this soil sampler, and that showed out what it could do. But I will see everyone in the next episode. Until then, as I said, enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be.